Just popping on to give you a quick bit of inspiration for Chinese New Year. It's coming up soon, and the recipe in the cards this week in the run up to Chinese New Year is a super easy recipe, but there's a bit of technique involved, so I thought, I've got a card, do a quick video. So if you're interested in making the money bags, here's just a little bit of a show and tell rather than read and tell. The first thing is a little bit of product placement, which is these pastry sheets. If you haven't come across these already, they're well worth getting to know. They're absolutely brilliant. They're vegan. They are very robust, so you can push and pull them. They're brilliant for spring rolls, the recipe that we're going to do now, and also crunching up for the top of savoury or sweet pies. Absolutely fantastic. You can get them anywhere. Big Tesco's you can get them in, or if you're Westcliff End, the Essex Food Centre, or Lee End, Spice Boat. So well worth having in your freezer. Once they're defrosted, you need to cut them down a little bit. I'm going to stand up at this point. You do need to cut them down a little bit. They're quite big when they come out, which is fine for something like spring rolls, but for these Moneybag dumplings, you want them a little bit smaller. Otherwise you're going to have a dumpling that's too big or with too much crust on the top. So I'm going to cut them down a little bit. You probably want them about 15, 16 centimetres, I suppose. If you follow me, you know I'm not big into specific measurements or weights, but that looks about right. So I'm going to cut them down. These corners, these bits that you're cutting off, obviously don't waste them. They're absolutely brilliant for, as I mentioned, screwing up on pie toppings. It acts like phyllo pastry. See what I mean? Very robust. Or a blunt knife, one of the two. Yeah, you can use for pie toppings, or you can use them to tie up the money bags if you're doing a sweet recipe and don't want to use chives, but I'll come to that. Right, so you've got a slightly smaller square now. So just take your first square off. And now the mixture I've done, I'm not going to go into the mixture now because really you can use whatever you like. It depends if you want to do something more child friendly, if you're happy using a bit of meat, or if you want to use up something you've got. The key thing really is the flavours, which of course things like soy sauce, bit of ginger, I really like sesame oil, that kind of thing, bit of garlic. So take a big blob, handful, pop it in the middle, and then just using your fingers, some water liberally, get the pastry wet around the outside, and just bring it together. It's no more complicated than that. And on bringing it together, pinch it in the middle, bring all the corners up and pinch in the middle. As I say, it's really robust, so you can give it quite a good squeeze. Now, it would possibly stay like that whilst cooking, but to give it a little bit of extra support and also to make it look nice, you can, as I mentioned, you can either roll up the odd bits, or I quite like to use chives. So you just bring it round, give it a little. I've even been playing with sweet recipes, like a bit of cake mixture and some chocolate and things. Put it that side, and then once more around and put it that side as well, and then you can just break it off like that, and then your little money bag is ready to go in the oven. I cook them for about 15 minutes on about 180 on a pizza stone, and they come up lovely and crispy. Happy Chinese New Year!